Hello. Welcome back to Nimi's Garden. There you go. Okay, we beat two levels last episode. So I'm hoping to get at least an equal amount of progress this episode. We have 2 more worlds to go, one for the Rust area and one for the secret software, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Alright, so let's get started, I guess. So Rust area had the words launch, copy, and I think there was one more, and send, yeah. So it's we'll see which one is being showcased today. Copy, there you go. I was looking for one of the words. So copy. Ice is slip and still. We have Nimi's U here, which will be broken when something gets pushed in. We got a bunch of skulls. Well, it kind of looks like I want... Skull stops bat and rocket. I want to push all this in. And then I want to come back out. Yeah, skull stops bat and rocket, so only I can go in to push the text in. And I'm fairly certain I don't have enough space to push all this text in, right? Yeah, there's no way. Belt is belt and defeat, rocket is rocket and defeat, cliff is stop. Cliff is stop. Yeah, there's definitely no way. About 2 off right now. So no. Okay. What about if I had a belt shifting this way? And then rocket moves. Rocket will move in. And then it pushes the text in. Yeah, okay, so belt here as a shift object. Rocket goes in here, it pushes and breaks this statement. The belt shifts everything backwards, and the statement is reformed. Yeah, but how am I going to... How am I going to... What's my question again? How am I going to get the text here to stabilize itself? I guess is my question. Because when you break the text, even if there were like a belt to push back, even if there were a belt to push back, I can't guarantee that this U-text will stop here. The rocket that follows will push this and break it again. So it's like, I want to push text in. Then I think what I want to happen is... What I need to happen is... The text will need to be shifted, but not the rocket. So... Rocket... how does it work? I have a belt here. Well, actually, no, because the text will also slip past the ice, won't it? There's a piece of ice here. Yeah, once I break this, it's very hard to get this back to where it is. So how would I... Yeah, how would I... So I need more than one belt? I need a belt on both sides. I need 2 belts, but I can't have 2 belts. If I had 2 belts, this would be a lot easier, I think. But I just don't have 2 belts. None of these objects can become a Nimi. I do notice that I can actually push text in. In fact, I push 2 pieces of text in, which would be enough to make like rocket is you or something like that, right? Belt. So if I pushed in belt is you, I need to make Nimi copy rocket, and then within that time, sorry, no, rocket copy Nimi to push in the text. Then within that time, I set up Nimi copy rocket and prepare myself to go in here. Okay. Sorry if I'm not really communicating this very well, but like, would it not be possible for rocket to do this? Oh no, Bell is defeat. Bell can't be you. There you go. That's the issue. That felt too simple. Nimi can transform, but why would Nimi want to be transformed? Why would Nimi want to transform? No idea. Yeah, I don't understand how I can get Nimi is you to... Well, I could get Nimi is you to reform outside, maybe. Yeah, so Nimi is you like this. So I push text in, it bounces off the belt, and then it all comes out here, forming Nimi is you, which means battle shift has to be here. I think that works. I think that's necessary because I need to copy the inward movement and then the bounce back. Okay. So let's start by, well, I guess shifting the objects into place first. I can settle the copying later. Right now I do want the belt to flip and face inward. So I will have belt copy Nimi for about 1 turn. There you go. When the rocket goes in, it will... Well, let's just demonstrate this so I can confirm that the idea works. Okay. Yeah, sure, okay. Ugh. But this is suddenly pretty difficult to settle. What am I doing? I'm trying very hard to... Oh yeah, you know what? I'll just shift this in first. I'll shift the rocket into place. Okay. So what happens here? Belt is shift. Rocket copies Nimi going in. This breaks. The text gets flipped over. The text comes back out. Yeah. And then we'll get Nimi is you at the end here. But because the rocket also takes up 1 piece of space, the U has to be a little further out than the wall. A little further out from the wall. Okay. But belt and shift can be here. Nimi is up there. I'll leave you here first, whatever. Okay. Let's move you around. So I want to create rocket copy Nimi and then convert that to Nimi copy rocket. And then enter here the moment I stop being you, I guess. Okay. Let's see if that works. It seems a little bit questionable, I would say, the idea, because well, the idea is a bit questionable because I don't yet know exactly how I'm supposed to like spaghetti my way through all those movements. But okay, we'll see. Let's see if this works. So we start with rocket copy Nimi. I need to set it up so that Nimi copy rocket can be formed very easily afterwards. And I can enter here. Okay. So we'll shift you very slowly in. And then I want to make it so that the next move moves you in immediately. Okay, so one of the things I can do is this, followed by that. Do I think I have enough space? Huh? Wait. This doesn't... Huh? Oh. I really wasn't aware that this breaks slip. Is that supposed to happen? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Huh. Okay, well, yeah. It's whatever. We will work on it later, but yeah, I'm really surprised that that actually allows you to stay in certain locations. Okay. Anyway, so I want to form Rocket copy Nimi, and then Nimi copy Rocket. That's pretty good. So the question is, will I be able to form flag his win and come back out without dying? The answer is yes. Meaning that should allow me to be you immediately after. There you go. So the idea was right. Okay. That was a very interesting level. I'm sorry if again I'm sorry if I didn't really explain it very well. It's well, it just is difficult for me to explain. Don't know why. Okay, sharing is caring. Alright, so cut and pack. All is not end. Okay, end is theoretically formable in this. Yeah, end is formable, yeah. But all is not end. UFO is stop and defeat and still. Okay. But things can be float. Here's cut. Here's fish and leaf. I have U and O, which obviously form UFO. Which I suppose they can be float. Up hand is auto, which is interesting. And we have a fish up there. Fish is fish, but leaf isn't. Can I push stuff around? Okay. And then here we have fish is something. Here we have flag is win, probably. Wow, you know what? Okay, let's start by cutting some stuff up. I want to see what we can do. Hand is auto, and I think that's interesting. So I can already do UFO is float. I can in fact use the I and S here if I want to, but I don't see why I want to do that. That would let me move stuff around and go in here. But UFO is stop, which is why... Okay. Can I make the word flag? I don't have a G, so I can't refer to the flag. Has is valid. Oh my goodness, the words that I can have here. Fish is something. Fish is what? Fish can be a 3-letter word. Fish, yeah, 3-letter word. Hand is auto, which I think is interesting, because you could have a hand push in flag, maybe? I don't see any way out of this UFO. Yeah, I don't see any way out of the UFO. UFO is UFO, yep. So stop and defeat and still. It needs to be float first. Fish, why is there a fish here? I can create a hand using the and word. Hand. I can maybe like turn leaf into hand maybe. What other words do I have? I don't know what other words I have. How is the hand being auto going to help me out? You can push text in. What can fish be? Fish can be a singular property or a three-letter word. How would that help me get to the flag? It must be shift, maybe. Fish is hand is fish is hand is not valid because fish is fish. Also, hand is not long enough here. I can't pack anything. Shift is available because there's a T in cut. If I could cut out the letters in the word cut and produce just a T, I could make shift. So like leaf can be hand, yeah. But hand can't be. Can hand be shift? I feel like you need the H from push as well, which isn't possible, right? Yeah, hand is shift, requires two H's, which we don't have. I don't see how else. Like, it seems to me that it has to be hand that shifts flag in, I think. Maybe. Wow, what is this? UFO is float. I need UFO's float to be active to walk in. Is that true? Potentially. I don't see how else I don't see how else the float statement is useful here because Nimi is definitely not available. So the only reason why float is here is so that UFO can be float and I can walk through. Maybe. I see fish is cut as maybe being a possible way of doing things. Fish being cut can form statements or break statements while I'm in here. If fish cuts like the word and like... Okay, why is fish push? So if fish is cut here, the text will come out like that. This is not good to make the word hand, I guess, because... Yeah. I mean, it could be possible that leaf then cuts to make hand? No, because fish is here. Also, fish can't be cut until after the wind goes in. So I think it needs to be that I push in cut and then form it here after pushing the wind in here. But what could I possibly... What could I possibly... I feel like it has to be cutting... Fish is cut. I need to test again. Does a push object get pushed by the cut or does it break the word? It breaks the word. Okay. Oh, what about leaf is hand? Wait, I think that's a great idea. Because fish actually fits that really well. So, leaf is hand would work if the word leaf was cut. Then leaf is hand would become a hand and perhaps push through. But hand needs to be shift. Right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Then we have to come to the... Well, that's why there's another F to make UFO, right? Yeah, okay. Let's cut all of these words except leaf, I guess. Okay. So we'll cut fish and. It might be a bit more conservative to... Well, how will fish be? Yeah, no, there's a fish's cut right here. Okay. That was what I'm supposed to use. Yeah, I was like, how do I make fish's cut? It's pretty obvious, is it not? Okay. So now leaf can be on its own. UFO is fine. I'm gonna put fish in place. So leaf is hand will be formed after leaf forms here along with is hand. Additionally, this allows me to make the statement fish and something. Fish and UFO is float. Why would I want fish and something is something something? I don't know, but maybe I want fish and UFO is float for whatever reason. So let's say UFO is float. I need a grid for this. Sorry, I'm gonna turn the grid. Okay, UFO is float, so the U will be here. Let's say I want fish and UFO, so N will be here. Fish will start here, meaning leaf will start here. Fish has to be one back, like this. And then you get this statement which will be cut in this direction. Actually, let's cut the is again because I need the is to be cut. Oops. Let's cut this out. Okay, leaf, you go back. So I don't understand how this fish and UFO is float will help us. Really, I'm just saying that it's something you can do, and because you can do it, it might be useful to do it. I see I can also bring in the push text. I'm not sure why that is. And I sort of have to actually. Okay, and also the last thing, it needs to be... I think I messed up a little. Actually, I think I did mess up a little because I think the fish has to be one forward. Did I not? I'll put the leaf here. Yeah, because the F from fish is here, so the leaf has to start here. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, well I messed up. The fish has to be one forward. That's why I thought it would have been a better idea to get rid of the positioning issues first by pushing everything into place, but whatever. We're working on it now, so it's fine. I'll remember this location as helping out with this setup, and then if we need to replicate it again, it won't be too difficult. Yeah. Okay, so leaf is hand, fish and UFO is float. I don't know why. What is that? Why did I do that? I wonder if UFO is chosen on purpose. Why is UFO chosen on purpose? I have no idea. Right, leaf needs to be pushed as well one more time. So the issue with this is that the flag isn't... Oh, the flag can be pushed. Wait, yes, the flag can be pushed, but I see another issue. That issue being, how will I get the fish to not cut out the wind? Right? Because the fish will definitely cut out the wind. I need the... Actually, yeah. Right now, flag can't be pushed yet. So it is only when I go in that flag can be pushed. It is only after fish is cut where the statement forming hand is made. Therefore, the big issue is that wind will be cut out. But I can get the flag to show up here. The issue is... Wait. That's why fish has to be float, so it doesn't cut anything, right? So flag is pushed first, but I don't push in the wind. Now fish is cut, which makes it float. The flag is pushed in. And now, because fish is float, it doesn't cut the statement. I can push flag in. I can push the win in. And now I'm win. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, the fish being float was in fact useful. Okay, there it is. Wow, that's it. That's every level in the flower beaten. Well, except this one, but from what I remember, this one wasn't actually a level that had a puzzle in it. So yeah, the flower. Hey, this was really nice. Okay, so let's just do this one, I guess, where it all began. All is now at. Wait, what? These are still things I can stand on. But all is now at something. Oh, that's really weird. I can win. Is this going to reveal something to me? No. What? Do I re-input the key? I guess I can re-input the key. I need to go look for it, but why would I need to re-input the same key twice? Is there a different way of interpreting the... Let's see. Is there a way of re-inputting the how do I... Crap. Is there a different way to interpret the clues and give you a different sequence of numbers? Is that possible? I don't actually know if it is. Anyway, I do have to look for the order of levels first. So let's see if I can find them. Alright, I got the list. Let us re-input those, I guess. So magic is first. Then rust, thicket, rust, thicket, temple, rust, autumnal thicket, temple, sea, desert, plains, lab. Okay, sea, desert, plains is the fruit, lab is the amoeba. Summit, castle, question mark, mine. Summit with a plain, castle, question mark, then mine. That did nothing. I don't think it's because I inputted it wrong. I think I got everything there. I think I got everything right. I suppose that means something, but I need a star. Can this be a star? There was never a star in any of the levels, I don't think. And none of these levels have any meta stuff going on, from what I remember either. Okay, let's input everything again, I guess. We'll restart. So, magic, rust, thicket, temple. Magic, rust, thicket, temple. Sea, desert, plains, lab. Sea, desert, plains, lab. Summit, castle, question mark, mine. Summit, castle, question mark, mine. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. Does this mean I need to reinterpret the hints? But that doesn't make sense because what makes this level any different from the level all the way back in the secret bonus area? Why is this different? I don't know. There's also like all is now at blank. All is now at what? All is now at Nimi. Yeah, I don't understand how this works. Maybe I should beat the roots. Can I beat the roots? I think I can. I need to persist the wind text, I think. It was possible in like this level, right? Yeah, I think I can persist the wind text here. Like, but I can't persist level as wind. I guess I can persist. Can I persist the flag? I need to persist the flag and also make flag as wind? But if flag is wind were here, how can flag be persist? No, I don't think that's possible. Hmm. Is there any other way to win here? Where else can I persist? I can't persist text here, can I? No. I don't think I can persist win here. Like, the win is always stuck in there. I don't think any of these levels will hold. Yeah, the win and these levels are all stuck in the corner. Like, if the win was this easy, it wouldn't. Like, I can persist win text, but what is win? Flag is win? Oh. Yeah, by then I need flag as well outside. Can level be flag? There's no level here. No. Is there a different level that can be the flag? Level can be something here, but not a flag. Here? No. I feel like flag is just really... Is it this one? No, because... I say no, I mean... These flowers are just in the color of the world. So they don't give me any information. I feel like this would give me information, but it doesn't. It doesn't give me any particular order to step things on, I think. Yeah. A doesn't have any flag, I don't think. No. It has flag, but I can't bring win out. B I don't think is useful either. Yeah, there's... How would I get... Could I win this? It should be possible to win the roots, I think. But I feel like it has to be this. Of course, level can't be flag, but... I mean, really, at this point, there's nothing much. Can I make a flag with a level? There's no flag anywhere. I'm kidding. There's like lots of flags, but there aren't any like level transformation shenanigans I can do, right? None of these have level in the... Yeah. So I can't really create a flag here. There is a... No, there's a gem here, no flag. There's no flag there. Yeah, so there's no flag basically anywhere except here. This one was a double cursor thing, I had to press the cursor through. This is the only level I think where a win is really like free to take and use. So I would expect that this is the level in which I win this world. Although it does look pretty difficult to win this world at all. There's nothing I can do here. I don't think there's anything hidden around here that wouldn't really be very nice. Yeah, so what is this about? All is now at. What is everything now at? All is now at war with everyone else. I don't think so. Hold on. Yeah, I'm really not getting anything here. I'm trying to figure out like where in my memory something could have popped out at me, but there's nothing. Is there like there's no way there's like a 200 level gate all the way back at the very beginning, right? That would be really awkward. No. A long lost friend. Did I win this? I did win this. But like I don't know what this level does. I think it's just what happens when I win this map. Right. We can do other stuff with all this text, but there's no point. Yeah, there's nothing else in this world, I don't think. There's no other gates. I don't think I have anything. I'm just staring at this point. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't see anything. There's... Anyway, yeah. I don't know what to do here. Alright, let me look at a little something. Do I have to go back and check? Like 11. I did hear people talk about like a potential ordering of clues via level number. Like here's 9. But there hasn't been a clue at level 1 before, right? Here's 5. I guess some of these are really interesting. But none of them have ever gotten close to having a clue at level 1. I think there are some that start off with letters, so maybe it's possible. Here it's 7. All of these seem pretty high up so far. But okay. Sure, let's assume that. What is the clue here? 3? This is low. So yeah, there are a bunch of these that have... Well, these don't have numbers, letters at all. This one's at 10. Have we seen a 10 before? We might have. Here's 12. I thought we saw a 12 before. I thought. Maybe not though. Here's a 6. Here's a 2. Wait, so, okay. Wait, is this the one that has 1? Oh my goodness! The clue is in level 1 in this world. Whoa! Okay, wait. So I'm assuming it's... I think it has been different for every world so far. Yeah, this is 4. We haven't seen a 4 yet. Okay. Oh, that's really interesting. So yeah, I mean, whatever I've heard was right, I guess, which makes a lot of sense. So I guess it's time to bring out the notepad again. Let's see. Notepad. I may or may not have already deleted all the text from the previous video, but it's okay. Alright. I'm gonna turn on the notepad. There you are. How large can I make this? Title sized? Yeah. Okay. Let's start this again. So seafloor is 11 this time. Seafloor is 11. I'm just gonna hope that you guys can see this. Yeah, it's very visible. Okay. World 2 is 9. I'm gonna do this very slowly. It's very painful, but it's okay. Actually, I might as well just write all of these down first. See if I can remember them all. 3 we know is temple. 4 we know is magic. No, 4 is actually desert. 5 is magic. Yeah, okay. 6 would be plains. Talons. 7 would be... what is it called? Thicket. 8 would be castle, and 9 would be summit. 10 would be the mines. 11 would be the rust area, and then 12 would be secret software. Let's call it secret for now. Okay. So back to all the levels, I guess. Sorry, back to all the worlds. World 3 is level 8. I feel like, yeah, if you thought a little more, you would eventually pick up on this when looking at the clues. But I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. So desert is 5. Magic is 7. Magic is 7. And then World 6 is Plains World. Probably have to walk so far to get from World 5 to World 6. Okay, Plains is 3. Thicket. Thicket. Thicket is 12. Castle. Castle is 10. Summit, I think, is 5. Or is it 2? I've already forgotten. Summit is 6. Okay. Oh yeah, 5 is already taken. Summit is 6. So mines would be... I think mines is 1, right? Mines is 1. Rust is, I think, 2. And Rust is 2, which leaves secret to be 4. Okay. So now with this, let's go all the way back to the area over there and maybe input this again. If I made this discovery myself, right, I think I would be a lot more impressed. But unfortunately, I stole this discovery from someone else. Okay. So, Mines, Rust, Plains, Secret. Okay. Mines, Rust, Plains, Secret. Secret is the question mark, obviously. Uh, Desert, Summit, Magic Temple. Okay. Desert, Summit, Magic Temple. Lab, Castle, Sea, Thicket. Okay. Lab. Oh! Oh, okay. Sorry. Lab, Castle. Castle. Oh! See? Oh! I didn't think it. Peace. All is not peace. Ah, there you go. Is this an all is done thing? It is. This is an all is done thing, right? That makes sense. Well, there you go. All is done. Nimi's Garden. Adventure in Baba's You by Hapuli. I'm not gonna read all the credits. You guys can read it for yourself. Is it the same? It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same list of credits, right? Honestly, I have no idea. Oh, also because it's a different episode now, I think I should mention once again that anyway, so you know what? It's fine. When the name comes up again, if the name comes up again, somewhere down here. Oh, that's mine, but yeah, this name is no longer valid. It's they go by Inkify now. I didn't realize. Yeah. Yay, thank you for playing all the way through the secret ending. I think the credits up there were exactly identical. Wondering if you've gotten everything in the game. Totals are 231, 12, plus 3, along with the 3 badges on your profile. There's a map of unused levels you can place via the editor. I can try that actually. Look through the... You're a super player. I can look through all the unused levels. I don't know if like I can win those, but yeah. Okay, so Nimi's Garden. 2 badges. We have 1 more to go. I actually do forget what the 3rd badge is. Yeah, but I don't have a... I don't really have a save slot containing all 3 badges. I have old saves of the game. I have old saves from Malu's... What? Yeah, here, this is completely unused, almost. So really, I have no idea what the 3rd badge would be. Oh well. Anyway... We have so many more levels to go. 231. So I think one of them has to be winning this one. This is definitely one of the levels I have to win, I think. And then this one is also one of the levels I have to win, of course. But that brings us to 224, which means alongside that, there's an additional 7 levels to try and beat? Where am I gonna find 7 hidden levels from? I don't know. I also don't know how to win this at all. Like, it has to be stuff from all of these levels only, right? It has to be this. But I legitimately don't see how I can get flag into the outside, plus flag is win. Flag is win. Oops. Yeah. Don't get it. Flag is win. Flag is win, but flag needs to be persist, which I can't break. Can I make flag is text? No, because flag is flag. Oh, but and flag also wouldn't persist through if there were no flag. Hmm. I can make text as flag. I want to see how useful that would be here. Alright, I need text to be hot. Actually, if text was hot, right, could I change the order of some of these things? Like, could I push this against the wall to do stuff? No, because text above I is not hot. I can push text into like walls, I guess. But I don't see how that's useful. I can push text up here, but again, I don't see how that's useful. Flag. Flag. Yep. I don't understand how to do that. I can try again. I guess. Oh, actually, hold on. Can we get flag this to persist all the way into here? I have a this and that. I could, right? Then I could have this become a flag. Okay, yeah, let's try that. So, okay, so text is hot. We want to get the push text over. I need flag to be pushed in the right position first as well, which I think has to be here. Get the win text out. Uh-huh. Okay. So flag is... I need flag to be pushed as well. So I can get the win text down there. Can I do this or will the text stack if I did this? The text stacks. Not great. Okay, flag can be pushed now, and then text will hop over the flag to be win. Yeah. Okay, I get all this text back out. This is always such a pain, unfortunately. But there's really nothing much I can do about it at this point. I think I did read a message where Marlo also didn't like it, that this was also tedious, but it was the only way to ensure there wasn't too much game-breaking stuff that could happen here. Ah crap, I had to push the text back, the flag back out. Oops. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Yikers. Okay. Get the flag back out. Preferably stuff it in a corner so I don't accidentally step on it. Don't know why I would accidentally step on a flag, but you know, that's always an issue. Okay. Now all the text is gonna come out very easily. Now I can make flaggers win as well as flaggers persist. So the flag will persist, or at least the text flaggers persist will persist. Which means that the flag itself will persist all the way into the next level I enter. Which will be level H, I think. Yeah. It's cliff pass. Ah, crap, cliff isn't pass. I think I can make that though. So that will point the flag and I make level as that. Which should form level is flag. There you go. Okay. And now I go back in here and I make flag is persist and win on that. I need flag is persist to stay and I just need to win. Oh crap, but if this... No, I need flag is win to persist. Oh, okay, then it's not difficult at all. In fact, this is an easier version of the previous puzzle. But we just want the flag is win text to be out. Okay. So... I do this. I do... this, and then I win. So now, flag is win should be persisted onto here, and I can win this level. There you go. Alright. What does that get for me? What area completes this area? It unfortunately doesn't do anything. I don't suppose anything comes out here? No, but there is something here. Really? Oh! Yeah. There you go. I was looking at that square. It did look oddly suspicious, but I didn't expect it to be really hidden, but I guess it is. The hidden. Sure, man. All to stop. Can try and win. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec here. I can get some text out. Yeah, okay. I can get the win text out. I can get flag is persist out, but not really. Let's say I don't get this win out. Why are there levels here too? Gosh. I mean, I can push this is into here, but I don't see how that's useful. I mean, I suppose if this win were free now, I could just win. But it isn't. If I did this, then the is becomes stuck. Also, I don't think I can quite do... I don't think I can quite do star is win anyway. Can I try this instead? This doesn't help. I don't think I can do all is win. I can't get any text here. I feel like, do I need access to these levels? Well, flag can be persistent win now, but I can't actually win on the flag. This is a very interestingly convenient setup. I don't quite see how I can use it. All this stuff over here, I basically can't remove. If I got text into here, maybe that'll be fine, but the grass and the walls are all very... Why is there like a little particle that comes out every time I like try and walk onto this? All is stop, by the way. Yeah, so I don't know what I can do about this. I can make Star as You like that, I guess, but... Is that useful? It lets me push this is out, so now I can freely use this is down here. I guess I can push the flag out. Oh, I can push the flag out. Yeah, okay. So flag can be you as well. Well, there are a lot of things that don't actually work here. Right is the only way I can do this, and now... Now what? Well, I can now make flag as you. Sure. Now star is free. Flag is star is not good. Let's try and get these out of the way. If the win wasn't this stuck, it would be nice. But the win is this stuck. I don't like it. Yeah, the win is this stuck. I just don't like it. I need an object to be both you and win at the same time, I think. But if the win could be like here, that would be great. By this current moment, I don't think it's possible. Is there any way to free all this text? Like, because these two pieces of text are like... Once I push them in together, right, they're not coming out without blocking me off. So it feels like I need to separate them. I do need this is though. So I can't have it stuck here. Yeah, so this is just bad. And if I want to get this is out, I need to push this all the way down, which I feel is also equally bad. Is there any way I can use flag as win here? Like, if all is stop, then the object that is you must also be the object that is win, right? I would think so, because... I can now have two flags. Is that okay? Maybe. Like, you know... Flag is you. Like, this is interesting, but can I make that happen? Flag is you like this. I can push down here. It's pretty unlikely, honestly. Honestly, maybe if I got flag is you... If I got the star out of the way, that would be fine, I guess. I could potentially just push like the star text out, if that's possible. It doesn't look possible to push the star text out. Because this is forced. Actually, yeah, I think it is forced. So, I could theoretically get the is text out. That frees some things. I can get a bit of space to work here. But this doesn't help me at all, because there's still an equal blockage here. There's always going to be some blockage there. So could I still have two objects be at the same time here? I feel like once this happens, the answer is probably no. Um, well, I can get the star text out. If I placed it here, that would be interesting. Yeah, okay, I think I see it. So with that, I can now get both of these to move together to push the statement down. Like this, and now star is you and win. Okay, we've won the hidden. There's still a bunch of stuff inside that I need to somehow do though. Yeah, okay. I was also wondering why this didn't show up when I beat all the levels here. One of them was the roots, definitely, but there was another level that's hidden here. Okay. So now I think star needs to be persist. Wow, that's gonna be a lot more difficult to pull off. But once that happens, I can just win. And that will lead me somewhere new, I think. So that pushes us to 25. I might leave this for a future episode because we are getting a bit far in already. I just want to kind of think about how I can get the persist to actually work, because it needs to be a win in addition to a persist, which I feel like is a lot more difficult. I feel once I jailbreak all the text though, we could consider our options additionally, so let's try doing that. Let's try considering our options one more time, once this forms. Let's get all this text out of the way. I'm gonna get this text out. Oh, actually, no, I have a really good idea. We can actually win this really easily. Because stars win is here, right? The horizontal is can just make stars persist. That's it. It's the entire puzzle. Okay, well then there is no consideration that needs to be done at all. I do need to put star in the right place though. And I guess I can put the is... I don't have to put the is in the right place, I can do that later. So I just do this. I can do a bunch of stuff. I can put is in the right place. And then I can just win like that. So stars win and you at the same time, but also stars persist. So that should put a star somewhere on the map, which I can win on. That wasn't too difficult. Oh, it sends me back here, right. Oh, that sucks, it doesn't do anything. Also, at the same time, this doesn't have a congratulation message either. Is there something hidden here? Is it like in here somewhere? Maybe something has to be a level. I don't know where I could persist the level text out. I guess in here, I can persist out a level text. Well, I could do like, this is level. Well, is that gonna help? Is that gonna generate levels for us? Oh crap, I need to make level is shift right by 1 as well. Crap, okay. I'm gonna have to do this again, huh? Hey. How about this? Level is shift right by 1. Ah crap, what'd I click? I don't know what I did. I did level is that. Wait, hold on, what? Did I accidentally like point at something bad? Oh, I pointed at this. No, this is wrong. It should have been here. That should be right. I should be pointing at the shift text now. I mean, I can always turn on the grid, but I'm not sure if it helps. Yeah, the grid is... Oh no, the grid actually works, yeah. That's a surprise. The grid works, but the arrows don't. The arrows are like very off. Okay, so let's have the level be shifted by 1. Okay, I'll have the level be back down in a while. There you go. Okay, now I do this as level pointing up. And that could generate some levels for us. Are these levels that I can win? No. No, none of these are levels I can win. How about that? That doesn't bring me anywhere. This pointing down leads us to a grass here. That could be useful. Okay. Let's do this again. I'm gonna put all this stuff in the right place already. Level needs to be right first. And then level is back down. Oh gosh, my neck hurts. Okay. Then we'll do that, or whatever. Anything that targets the grass down there, really, should be fine. I can do this as level, and then win. What? Is there something here? Is there something here? Hello? What is that? But there's nothing here. Okay, well, okay, let's try returning. If the arrow points at something... Crap. Okay. Let's go here. Actually, returning wouldn't change the text down here. I need to actually win one of these. Which of these are the easiest to win? This one, I guess. It's an easy win, I guess, yeah. So everything should be gone now, but... Is there something here? There isn't. Why would this point at that then? Is that what it pointed at here? Maybe. Fine, I'll buy. I'll try that. I'll try to use that. So weird. So... Crap. Alright, level is right. I really like how like the text is also messed up, the sprites, when you rotate the game. Or like, I don't know why, for like some weird reason, the sprites just get really like weird. Or is it just me? I don't know. Fine, we'll do that as level. There is no way that will point at something weird now, right? I don't know, it could be. You could point at something weird. There's nothing there either. Okay. Well, I don't know what there is then. I guess there's that pointing left and right, but at this point I'm afraid that probably none of these texts, so none of these objects are actually levels I can enter. Which means we're now missing 6 levels somewhere. Where could we be missing levels? Well, there's 3 in here, but I'm not sure how you open them up. I don't think you can access these 3 levels at all. There's no cursor. I can't persist the cursor in here, right? I really hope not. So yeah, no idea what the extra 6 levels are going to be. I can go back to the overworld. There's nothing here. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh well. There's also a 3rd bonus. Where am I gonna find that 3rd bonus? How did I get my 2nd bonus, by the way? Actually, I have no idea where that 2nd bonus came from. Oh well, I'm just a forgetful person. Anyway, I'll like maybe have a think about this. I'll ask if I am really stuck. I have no idea where the other 6 levels are, but yeah. We'll see what happens then. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.